Well, back out here trying to work, but got a big problem. I can't see. On this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. That is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. And yes, I trimmed the hair above his eyes. The poor dog couldn't see anymore. That's better now, right, Rusty? Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Notice I got the lights going on up there. I want to make a CNT out of it. It only comes with 4 little clips to help, and it's really flimsy. It's really flexible stuff. It wants to bend all over, so hard to kind of mold it into a CNT. I want to put it like right there, but I haven't figured out quite how to do that yet. So I just thought I'd turn those on just for a little ambiance. What do you think? Well, for those of you scoring at home, yeah, you know, I've been dealing with this pink eye issue, or that's what I thought it was. Pink eye, I think it still is. You know, of course, the technical term is like, you know, like visual conjunctivitis or something like that. Yeah, pink eye. Anyway, so I was using those drops that my wife found, but it wasn't getting better enough. And she said the other night, you know, if it's not better soon, I should go in and get it checked. And so I did. So, you know, I didn't really do anything Tuesday night, and I got up early today, Wednesday, the 12th of January, so I could go in and see a doctor and try to get this taken care of. And so I went into a place that used to be called Health Reach, now called Next Care. Not too impressed with them. Well, they gave me some antibiotic drops. The other ones apparently were not antibiotic. All right, so hopefully that was going to, you know, help clear this up a little faster and help make me feel a little bit better. Got a funny, well, not funny, but a side effect I wasn't expecting. Yeah, I can't see. All right, I can see. It's just everything in my left eye is blurry, with or without my glasses. When I have my glasses on and I'm looking at things, it's all skewed. I feel like I'm in a fun house. I hold my phone up in front of me and it looks like it's bending and twisting. You know, I feel like I'm in the 1960s drug movie or something. Wow, dude, you know, I mean, it's just really weird. So, you know, I was talking to my wife tonight. I've only put in 2 doses in the left eye, and I can't see. Well, after I got back from the doctor this afternoon, it took a long time, because then I had to get the prescription, blah, 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 and all this took most of the day. Got back, put the drops in, came back out here to the truck, and I was going to try to work, and I realized I can hardly see. So I'm trying to, like, take my tape measure and read it. Yeah, I can't read the tape measure. So that was going to keep me from cutting and putting things up because it needed to be exact. I can't finish out the cabinet in here because, again, I need to be able to measure and be able to see what I'm looking at. I can't see what I'm looking at. So it's kind of stunting the progress. So I put my second dose in like about 8:30 tonight. It's now 10 p.m. Yeah, I can't work like this. I mean, it would be nice if they would have told me, oh, by the way, you're not going to be able to see. Would have been useful information. Health Reach, which I was never all that impressed with, well, wow, they look like, you know, the Taj Mahal compared to the way this next place, Next Care. If you have a Next Care in your town, I'm not sure I'd go. Oh. Not impressed with them. So now it looks like I'm going to have to go to an eye doctor tomorrow and say, all right, what's going on? Because it says there, you know, if you have any change in vision, stop using and go to the doctor. Well, I'm not going back to them. I'm going to go to an actual eye doctor who maybe can tell me that, you know, this is the wrong kind of drops I need, or I need something different. But now it's kind of an emergency because I've got bad side effects. So, you know, I've been sick for over a month, and I was finally starting to feel better, and then I got the pink eye thing, and so that kind of brought me back down. I am tired of dealing with all this stuff, trying to get all this done up here, you know, and I've still been working, still been getting stuff done, but holy crapazoid. Kind of weird when you can't see. So I'm going to try to do a few things tonight, so stand by for the video here. I can at least try to maybe figure out how to put my water tanks in, because that's big. I don't have to measure that. I can kind of just feel it. And I mean, it's not like I can't see at all. It's just everything's blurry and mismatched in my left eye, so I can't focus on things clearly like a tape measure. Or like, you know, if I need to cut, I kind of like to have, you know, solid vision if I'm going to be cutting things. What do you think? So I'll see what I can get done here tonight. But this was unexpected. And speaking of unexpected, Junior O, who keeps sending me stuff, sent me a whole other package full of goodies. And boy, Junior, you didn't have to do this, my friend. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to give it back. But you don't have to do this. But wow, thank you. All right, here's what he sent me. Check this out. A DeWalt circular saw. I have a very, very old Ryobi circular saw that I had to use when my table saw crapped out on me. But it's very old, and it uses the older batteries from the old system that I had. I've got the newer Ryobi system of the newer batteries, and so that's why I've been buying the Ryobi tools. But he sent me this DeWalt. DeWalt's a better name than Ryobi, believe me. I just really wasn't willing to pay for that, and because I'd already started buying the Ryobi stuff, I wanted to be able to use the same batteries. But he sent me this DeWalt table, or this little circular saw. Very good one. Nice one. And but because I've only had Ryobi stuff, well, he sends me the DeWalt charger for their batteries. And speaking of that, a DeWalt battery. So I told my son, who's about to do another Five Nights at Freddy's thing, and he's going to build a whole other set, I'm going to say, well, look, I'll leave you the Ryobi circular saw and the older batteries and stuff that go with that. I'm going to take the DeWalt and the new battery and the new charger with me in the truck if I ever have to use it, because I love having a whole plethora full of tools in the truck. He also sent me a couple of industrial masks that you use when you're like cutting, doing stuff with a table saw, or if I'm blowing. I have a leaf blower, a Ryobi leaf blower that I use when I clean out my trailer. This will be perfect for that. Thank you, Junior. He sent me not one but 3 types of safety goggle stuff. Here's the what is it? UVEX safety eyewear. Send me that one. Your standard kind of safety goggles, and just the little, safety glasses. And not only that, he sent me a whole bag full of the earplugs. So when I'm using those tools, I can stuff those in, and so I'll save the hearing and all that. So Junior, wow, you really didn't need to do this, but yeah, I'm not turning it down, buddy. Thank you. All of these will go to great use. Really appreciate it. I just threw these on. These were the ones that were in the box, that UVEX. I figured out what these are for. These are the really, really dark ones. So if you're doing welding, or when I've had to use my grinder to cut off some bolts, I've got to do some more of that upstairs before I can put the mattress in. I'm going to be wearing these, because then when it's really, really bright and you have the sparks, this protects your eyes from the extremely bright light of the sparking and everything else. I wish you could see what this looks like to me right now, because everything's green and dark. This is what it's used for welding and where you're doing sparky stuff. So I'll be using these. All right, see, there I am just holding them up over the camera lens, and look, you can see I look like green. But that's what they're for when you're welding or have lots of sparks and you're cutting stuff. Saves your eyes. The other thing you can do with these is you can act like you're Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman, Yes, but you don't understand what I'm smelling. Hooah! All right, for those of you curious, and if you watched like video 79 update, that's where I showed you where the sink and stuff is going to go. This is looking up at this is the side door right here on my truck. It's originally a luggage or storage area. If you look towards the front, there's the front of my truck, and there's this door here. And I was originally going to put the cassette toilet access door there, but it wasn't going to work. My wife suggested turning the toilet that way. So I did. I just had to cut out the little false wall there between that and the under bunk area. You can see my APU, which stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. That's what we run to run heat and air conditioning if we don't want to run the big engine. The engine for that is a separate little engine about the size of a lawnmower type engine right there, hanging off my rail in the back. There's the condenser to run the air conditioner part of the APU. All right, so I run extra vents. It only had 3 of them connected before. Now it's got 4 because I ran one up into the stairway, and I ran one, which you can see snaking over here, that goes up into the wall. That leads upstairs. This one is going to lead upstairs as well. So I'll have 2 vents upstairs, 2 downstairs when I'm running the APU. All right, here's my cassette toilet. That's the cassette unit that comes out and holds all the waste. You just pull that out. I'll be able to pull that out here and out my side door. So somewhere down here now, I've got to figure out where the water tanks are going to go. And since I really can't see too well tonight, everything's really blurry. I can't see the tape measure. Figure, well, maybe I can at least figure out how those are going to sit down here. I've got to clean up all this sawdust. You can see down here from me doing various things up above. There's that battery cable that will eventually hook the old inverter down to the battery box. This is my 12-volt connection, which originally in this truck was made for a refrigerator that was mounted in a cabinet right where the cassette toilet is now. I never ended up using that. I told them when I bought the truck, take that fridge out, it's too small. I'm going to put like a hotel size one in that'll run off an inverter. So I never used this. But this will run my pump for the water to run up to the sink. And I think also, if I can make sure it's going to work right voltage-wise, it can run the flush function for the toilet. These black and white cables, by the way, are coming down from my chute to feed the inverter. So I think we'll clean all this up tonight, take the shop vac out here and clean this up. And I'll start positioning the tanks in there and see what I want to do with that. This area behind the APU in my upper closet upstairs, I do have an access panel right there. So if I don't use that area for the tanks, I can at least use that for extra storage that I can access from above, was the whole point of that. This 12-volt connection, this ran all the way from the other side. There used to be the cabinet behind the passenger seat. This, you can see, is a standard 12-volt connection. I can unplug it if I wanted to. But I think I'm going to leave this one as is. I've got 2 heater pads, basically heating pads, that stick to the bottom of my water tanks. So I've bought a 12-volt outlet with just plug stubs. So I can plug the heating pads onto that. So when the weather gets cold, I can plug those in, and my water tanks will not freeze, is the whole theory. I think I'm going to mount this up in the cabinet, which I have that door, which I have yet to really put in up there. I'm going to mount this up on the wall up here so I can just unplug it and plug it in when I need to, and I can access that from inside. So that's kind of my plan for the rest of the night. These are my 2 water tanks that I bought long ago before I ever started this project. They're thin and long. I got them specifically so they would fit down underneath there. They have little access ports. The big one will be for the drain from the sink, and the smaller ones will be to pull the fresh water out. This one's actually kind of upside down, and I'll be doing the same thing. You see I've got the bigger one connected on that side, and so this one can be like my, I'm not sure which one's going to be which yet. One's going to be my freshwater tank, one's going to be my gray. So we'll see where those fit in that box over there tonight, because I can't see very well, so that's about all I can do. Well, that's where I'm going to end this video. I'm going to go ahead and edit this one down and go ahead and get it uploading. And I'm going to go vacuum out that area and put those tanks in and see which way I need to put them in, so I still have access to pull the cassette toilet out, the cassette toilet's black tank out. I have a feeling they're kind of going to be, you know, like one this way and one this way or something. But that's what I'll be doing while all this is uploading and so forth. So I'll do that tonight because I can't do much else where I can't see. This is just freaking ridiculous. So hopefully I'll have better news tomorrow. I'm going to go to an eye doctor and say, all right, obviously that place gave me the wrong drops, because now it's really screwed up my vision, and let's hope it's not permanent. I'm trying not to freak out about that. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, I know there wasn't a lot. But tough when you can't see. Let's hope this is not a huge issue. Right, Rusty? You couldn't see until I trimmed the fur over your eyes. I've got a different reason going on. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe. Please like and comment. I get to your comments usually within 24 hours while doing this project. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter. Haven't done anything on that in a few days, but I will put something else up there again soon. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out.
Princess Vespa, you thought you could fight the imperious forces of planet Spaceball. But soon, we'll be taking all the air out of your planet and transferring it to ours.
Alright, here's the begging strip. And oh, there it goes. Go get it. Oh, crunch, crunch, crunch. Happy dog. Yeah, we can see your eyes now. It makes a difference, doesn't it? Yeah. One last little piece. There you go. Think you got it. Give us the happy dog look. Rusty! Look up here. Rusty.